The process of harvesting palm oil requires twice the effort. During the rainy season, in contrast to the dry season, it is more demanding and takes slightly longer to achieve the kilogram target. During the rainy season, sometimes, when it's raining as we're about to leave for work, we might end up heading to work later and returning home earlier. Moreover, at their workplace, the average oil palm harvesting locations are often submerged in water. It's not uncommon for the roads used for harvesting and extracting palm fruits to be waterlogged, especially during the annual rainy season. This is due to their workplace being located in a tidal area, where water management outside and within the blocks is often inadequate. During the rainy season, water inside cannot drain properly to the designated areas set by the company. Consequently, during such seasons, palm oil workers frequently complain, and some resign, citing their inability to work in waterlogged conditions. The situation worsened during the 5-year flood in 2020, where external water overflowed into the company's location, trapping water in outer ditches and within block work areas. Even main roads and collection roads were affected. Harvested fruits often couldn't be collected by transport vehicles, both large and small, due to waterlogged and damaged collection roads. As a result, palm fruits remained in the field for up to 7 days before being transported to the palm oil mill. Although oil palm trees typically thrive in water and are resilient to wet conditions, prolonged floods can hinder the harvest, causing fruits to overripen, deteriorating the oil quality, and disrupting the transportation of fruits to the mill. In the oil palm plantation, several factors are suspected to contribute to flooding. This includes tidal surges from the river and the overflow of water levels within the canals onto the land. Another cause is the improper water management applied to peatland. Peatland should remain moist but not waterlogged during the rainy season and not dry out in the dry season. The characteristics of peatland must align with the drainage system. The drainage system typically consists of artificial channels, including primary and secondary channels. These channels originate from rivers and flow towards the sea. In terms of oil palm industry productivity, oil palm, being a monocotyledonous plant with fibrous roots, struggles to absorb water efficiently. Consequently, during the rainy season, water tends to stagnate in the palm oil plantation areas. The issue of water stagnation isn't unique to one or two companies. Instead, it is a common challenge faced by the majority of the palm oil sector. If left unaddressed, these waterlogged areas can significantly impact the productivity of oil palm growth. Often, efforts to mitigate these issues are only considered when the oil palm plants are already mature, and many areas are waterlogged. A common observation made by aerogeosurvey in the field is the extensive flooding of areas indicating a lack of sufficient flood control measures by companies. Various measures are taken by palm oil companies, including peatland management, as reported by Sawit Indonesia. Peatlands, often perceived as flat, demand extra attention due to varying thickness, and the location of higher contoured peat domes cannot be easily identified visually. Sawit Indonesia also highlights that fertility decreases as you move towards these peat domes. Various efforts have been made to address flooding by constructing embankment dams, however, due to weak construction and high water pressure, these dams often breached before completion. Water gates in the channels are simple and ineffective in regulating water levels, although retaining walls with river stones and revetments have been constructed along the channels. They are yet to extend the entire length of the canal. Flood management in oil palm plantations can be achieved by calculating flood discharge and determining the water level that needs to be maintained within the channels. Additionally, it is crucial to establish a water management system tailored to the peatland conditions, not only to reduce flood impact, but also to sustain the oil palm plantation. The ultimate outcome of this research is a recommendation for flood management in oil palm plantations in Indragiri Hilir. As a type of swampy land, the water presence in peatland is significantly influenced by rainfall and tidal river overflow. The behavior of both factors affects the duration and height of waterlogging in peatland, ultimately impacting the fertility level of the land and the cultivation patterns applied to it. Peatlands that regularly receive tidal river overflow are relatively more fertile than those solely reliant on rainfall runoff. The characteristics of river overflow, tidal patterns, that extend to peatland can be leveraged to address various challenges in peatland agriculture. My name is Owanzia, and I'd like to share a bit of my experience. I've been working in the oil palm plantation for about 5 years now. I've become accustomed to the challenges of harvesting palm oil. During the rainy season, it requires a lot of time, focus, and energy to harvest and meet production targets. While the difficulties differ during the dry season, whether we like it or not, we can only propose to the company management for additional fruit cutting expenses or improvements in the water management sector to prevent recurring issues every year. Perhaps this short story from me resonates, and in conclusion, don't forget to share your stories and experiences as an oil palm worker on Alpha Menkyo's channel. Thank you, and I hope you all have an enjoyable day.